All right, months of the year bracket, everybody. I got some takes, y'all. I got some hot takes. I got some strong opinions. I feel, on surface level, okay, they're just months. They all got 28, 30, 31 days, whatever. It doesn't matter. No, this matters. This is a very important bracket. I got very strong opinions. There are correct answers, and there are very incorrect answers. First matchup of the day is November and July. Now, look, I could sit here and come into this biased. I could be biased. I could say, you know what? My birthday's in November. November's the best month. But where would the morals, where would the integrity in that be? November sucks. My birthday's in November, but November sucks. This is like the first month where you really start to feel the weather getting cold. If you're in a cold climate, even if you're not, even if you live in California like I do now, it still starts to get cold in November. You don't like it. It's like the beginning of the end. It's not Christmas time yet. You're not getting excited for Christmas. Well, you are, but you still have Thanksgiving. Okay, Thanksgiving's great. Maybe you get a week off for Thanksgiving. That's cool. But July, middle of the summer, there's no better vibes. Rochelle, thank you for the follow. There's no better vibes than the middle of the summer. Do whatever the freak you want. Obviously, you're working during the summer. But still, you're going to the beach. You're going to the pool. You're playing sports in the sun. I love hot weather. I don't think any weather's too hot. Okay, like 100's too hot, but it's not 100 every day. It's not. Even 85 degrees. Even 85 degrees is manageable for me. I love July. July moves on. August and Black Friday's in November. I don't shop. It doesn't really matter for me. I don't really spend money like that. You know what I mean? I don't really buy things. I spend my money on groceries. That's it, Chloe, thank you for the follow. August and January. Now, January might be the woat month. You're coming straight off the backs of December. You're coming straight off the backs of Christmas time, straight into January. Okay, New Year's is in January, whatever. That's one day. And you don't even celebrate New Year's during New Year's. You celebrate it during New Year's Eve for the most part. Okay, the countdown's cool, but most of the countdown happens in December if you think about it. And you're like, oh my God, Christmas is over. I gotta wait 11 more months until Christmas, and it's the woat entity. It's the woat. You're like, okay, you make New Year's resolutions, that's great, but they last a week. Who has ever kept their New Year's resolutions for more than 5 days? My New Year's resolution this year was to make vlogs every single day of the year. That ended after 8 days. January 8th was my last vlog. Granted, I got COVID. Give me a pass. Just give me a pass. And look, I'm glad I stopped making vlogs, but they end. So I'm going to August. Again, summer. Summer's OP. I hate to be basic, but summer's OP. January's your birthday. Now, cool. Again, if your birthday's in January, that's great. But I feel like having a birthday in a month shouldn't make that month one of the best months. It's one day. Having your birthday is a great day. But it's only one day. And if you got a 30-day month, one day, even if you have the greatest day of your life, it's not going to matter that much. February and October. Okay, over to the right side of the bracket. February and October, we lost. Oh, why did we lose stuff? Oh, why did we lose September, December? Oh, oops. Did I delete? Oh, I deleted everything. Why did I delete? Oh, sorry, guys. Why did I delete everything? Okay, there we go. Then I can just do this. Sorry, guys. I don't know why I did that. How did I just now notice that? Sorry, people. Okay, that looks good. Wait, no, May. That looks good right there. Okay, sorry, people. And then August moves on. All right, February and October. I got strong opinions. Now, you got to think, for me, I have been in school my entire life. I haven't had a single year since I was 5 that I haven't had school. I'm a senior in college now, so this is my last year of school. But my perspective of every single month solely is based fundamentally on how it relates to school. February is a goated month for school, right? Or at least when I went to school. In high school, we got so many random days off in February. It was ridiculous. It was you had MLK Day. Is that even in February? I know President's Day, I think that's in February. Columbus Day, I think is in February. For whatever reason, we got all those days off, and February just turned into auto 4-day weekends. It was just auto 3-day weekends, auto 4-day weekends, and it was the GOAT. You just feel like you're never in school on February, and it was amazing. Okay, obviously, February also has Valentine's Day, which I know is hit or miss. For me, Valentine's Day has never actually meant anything, RIP me. But Valentine's Day can be great if you're in a relationship. But it could also, on the flip side, be really, really not great if you're single. And you could just be thinking about that. But again, it's only one day. So even if it's a bad day, even if it's a great day, it's only one day. It's only one day. I'm going to take February. October for me is over. I don't like October. Maybe the woat month. I think October and January are the woat months. Because September's different. Because September, people are always oh, you go back to school in September. But September's good. You like going back to school for the first month. Because you get to see all your friends. It's great. You get to talk to people you haven't talked to in months, right? The homework. There's no homework in September. You're fine. It's not the end of the world. For me, my college doesn't start till late September, so most of September is still in the summer. It's weird. We have a weird system. October, you really start to feel like you're doing school and you're getting into the hang of it and it's like bad and the work's starting to get hard and you're doing freaking lab reports every week and it sucks. And you're like, wow, I have like 8 months left until summer. Okay. So I don't like October. May and April. May and April is a coin flip. There's benefits to both sides. And a lot of people say, oh, May and April are pretty much the same. No, absolutely not. May is the month right before school ends. You start to get burnt out. You're like, oh, you start to get lazy with homework. The grades start to fall a little bit. You're like, I just want to be done. You know what I mean? It's like Fridays. But like not in the way Fridays are good. It's like Fridays during the beginning part of Fridays where you're like, oh my God, like just get me out of here. Right? The beginning part of Fridays aren't good. The end part of Fridays are great. Which is why Friday is one of the best days. But the beginning part's is not good. Potato, think of the follow. So I feel like May is like the Friday of months. But in a bad way, the first half of a Friday. June is the second half of a Friday. Think about it. April, you're not in that. But again, the weather's worse in April. The weather starts to get better in May. So it's like, what do you value? Do you value weather? Do you value, school-wise time of the year? Maybe you're not in school. Maybe you're already out of school and none of this matters for you. But for me, yeah, May's when all the exams and the mock exams and all that happen. Facts. For me, I'm going April. May sucks. May is like, oh my God, like I'm so burnt out. I can't do this. Like I just fall apart. I remember back in middle school and high school, my grades used to fall apart in May. I used to be a 8 months of the year school guy. I couldn't do the full 9 months. I couldn't. I just fall apart. I just like stop trying in May. I couldn't do it. So there's our Elite Eight. Well, let me know, guys. What do we think I'm going to pick? What do we think I'm going to pick? 1 in the chat if you think I'm going to pick March to win the whole thing. 2 in the chat if you think I'm going to pick July to win the whole thing. This is what you think I'm going to pick, not what you're going to pick. What you think I'm going to pick. 3 for September, 4 for August, 5 for June, 6 for February, 7 for December, 8 for April. Leave the number in the chat that you think I'm going to pick to win the entire thing. 2, okay. Seeing a couple 2s. Seeing a lot of 2s. Seeing a lot of 2s, okay. 2's July. Seeing a 7, so that's December. Seeing only 2s and 7s. I'm seeing only 2s and 7s. Wow, okay. Seeing a 6. We got an interesting 6, okay. Lot of 2s, okay. Fair enough. So you guys think I'm picking July, or some people think I'm picking December, but most July. All right, fair enough. March and July. Now March is not all that. You might think March is great, and March provides some great things. March has spring break. That's great. March has Easter every other year, or every other month, every other year. That's great. When's your birthday? My birthday's in November, but I hate November. There's some good parts to March, but people always think of March like, oh yeah, March is spring. It's the start of spring. It's when the weather starts to get great. It's when the snow starts to go away and it starts to warm up. No, not really. Not where I'm from. Spring isn't really like March is mostly winter. Spring doesn't start until March 21st. The majority of March is still winter and the weather still sucks. Like spring doesn't actually start to get warm in March. It still snows like for half of March back in Chicago. Spring doesn't really start till April. I don't like March. I don't like March weather-wise. Again, March is good otherwise, but like July is just March on steroids. Not only is the weather the goat, but okay, you get like a week off in March. You get the entire July off. July's a W, facts. Not a close matchup at all. And no, I'm not hating on March, because I think March is an average, maybe above average, probably around average month. But I just think it's overrated. But something can be overrated if it's like decent, but everybody thinks it's the GOAT. I feel like everybody thinks March is amazing. September and August. Look, again, I've hyped up September. Look, I think September is underrated. I do. But like August is just the better version of September. Right? Cadence, thank you for the follow. August is still summer, and I don't want to be that guy that only picks the summer months, right? Because that's boring or whatever. But like, if we're being honest, summer is better than not summer. Like for me, my favorite season is summer. It will always be summer. I know a lot of people like love the vibes of fall or like the whatever of spring, but like summer rules, duh. Taking August. And again, September still includes a lot of summer. And for me, my college doesn't start until September 20th. So you still have a lot of summer in September. But like you're like preparing for like school in September, and it's just, I don't like it. Give me August. You guess you're biased since it's your birth month? Yeah, again, can't be biased. I guess you can be. It's up to you. June and February. Close. The reason it's close is for me, specifically, June is finals week. June is finals. We don't end until, remember I said I start late. We start late and end late. So we start in September 20th. We end in like June 15th. So half of June is finals. Or is school, half of June, literally. February is low-key, and remember, I think February is kind of underrated. But let's be honest. June starts summer. It has to be done. And again, I know my Final Four is currently all summer months. But like, that's just how it is. That's just how it is. You can't deny it. You can't sit here and deny it. June is the end of school. And the end of school is the GOAT. The end of school is the GOAT. Like the last day of school is the GOAT. One of the best days of the year. You're basing it all on school? Yeah, but that's how it is for me. That's how it is for me. It has to be based all on school because that's like what my years revolve around because I'm still in school. Now, again, you ask me this a year from now when I'm no longer in school, answers are probably completely different. But also the weather in June's way better than February. So, June moves on. January's the WOT, says Amber. Fact. December and April. Again, April's kind of cool. Again, you get Easter every other year. Again, I don't know if I'm hyping up Easter too much. Like it's not just like a brunch with the family and that ends up being kind of boring. Right? Like actually Easter's not really all that. Like low-key, Good Friday's all that because you just get Friday off. But Easter itself is just brunch with the family, which is cool and that's great. But it's like not all that. But December's Christmas. Christmas is the GOAT. You wake up every morning. What do I do when I wake up every morning in December? I get out of bed. I'm sprinting over to the advent calendar and I'm freaking moving it one up. Sprinting to the advent. You guys want to see my advent calendar? It's the GOAT. It's the GOAT. Look at how OP. Look at how OP this advent calendar is. It's the greatest thing of all time. It's literally the greatest thing of all time. It's, and it kind of moved. It's days of Christmas, and every single day you move Santa along. You move Santa along in the sleigh. And here we are right here. I sprint to do this every day. This is like the highlight of my day. Sav New with the new sub. Can we get some Q's in the chat for that, people? Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, Q's in the chat for that. But yeah, how goated is that advent calendar? The answer's vary. Okay, December moves on, 100%. Final Four. Gotta be Final Four bound. If it's not, you're wild. Steph White, thank you for the follow. Q's in the chat, everybody. Genuinely. All right, July, August, June, and December. So this is Christmas versus summer. We have summer and Christmas, literally, which, well, let's be honest, is accurate. That is unbelievably accurate. That is the most accurate thing of all time. Because summer and Christmas are the two best times of the year, so they should be in the Final Four. July versus August is interesting because it's literally like which month of summer do you like better? But I feel like, and everybody vote in the prediction on what you guys think I'm going to pick to win. But I feel like for me, like July is just the better version of August. August, like what notable days do you have in August? Like what are you looking forward to in August? Like July, you have 4th of July. And 4th of July is, oh, I love 4th of July. 4th of July is a great holiday. You're always doing fun stuff on the 4th of July. August doesn't have anything like that. Is there any holidays in August? Is there a single holiday in August? Name one. Name one holiday in August. You can't. August is the start of school. Well, for me, September is. But yeah, like a lot of people start school in August. And you're doing like back in like middle school, you'd have to like do the vintage like last second summer reading in August and it would just be the WOT thing. You'd be like, oh, I gotta do the summer reading and you leave it all to the last day and you're sitting there for like a couple days at the end of August just like reading, skimming through the summer reading and spark notesing it. Oh, that used to suck. National Donut Day, is that actually in August? All right, fair, I take August. I'm kidding. Kidding. Sav New, you do not have to do that. Don't worry about that. But July moves on. Again, July's got July 4th. July, you can make the argument that it's like hotter weather, but like low-key, is it? Like what's a worse weather month? They're pretty much the same thing. But like both months are still great weather because it's summer. Why were they giving us homework over summer break? That's what I'm saying. You did give 5 subs. Oh my gosh, you didn't have to do that. You did not have to do that. Aw, thank you. My day's made. Q's in the chat, everybody. Q's in the chat. Wow. That was so sweet of you. Thank you so much. Wow, 5 is crazy. 5 is crazy. Y'all do not have to do that. But thank you so much. Really means the world. Okay. June and December. Everybody with the Q's in the chat email. Love it. June and December. Look. June is not the best that summer has to offer. June is actually the worst that summer has to offer. June is not all that. You know, you still got some school. And even in June, Like the weather's solid in June. Actually, the weather's low-key like very good in June because it's like end of spring, start of summer. It's like 70s, not 80s. Okay, weather's like low-key goated in June now that I think about it. Weather, June might be the peak of weather now that I like actually think about it. Although July is like a better beach month. But like anyway, yeah. June is not like the best that summer has to offer. Should get to 100 subs? No. No. You like June, but you work the entire month. That's the other thing. Like, you know, it depends on like what level of, this all kind of depends on what level of not only school, work, whatever. If you're in middle school, summer's just the go because you don't have to like work. If you're in high school, probably working all year or all summer long, which sucks, but it's still summer. You can still do fun stuff that you can't do during the school year. If you're in college, maybe you're doing internships during the summer, super hard, but again, you're still not taking classes, definitely better. And if you're working, if you're out of school, maybe it's just the same all year round. But anyway, regardless, what I meant to say is that December rules over June because December versus June is not as close as December versus July is. December's the go. December, again, you can't say Christmas is one day. You can't. What would I do if you get to 100? Do not do that. Do not do that. But you can't say Christmas is a day because it's not. It's a whole month. If you are not watching a Christmas movie every single day in December, spamming Christmas songs every single day in December and not getting sick of them because they're the goats and you only listen to them one time a year, although I secretly listen to them I secretly listen to Christmas music every day during the year, but like just the majority of people we're talking. If you're not doing that, you're not doing December right, and you're not living life to the fullest. But anyway, guys, here we go. July, December, definitely the two best months. And I will say this is TikTok's final. TikTok had this exact final. And I agree. And I rarely agree with TikTok's opinions. It's the great holiday season. Again, and I keep talking about Christmas, but if you celebrate Hanukkah, if you celebrate Kwanzaa, Diwali, anything else, that's all in December. So when I say Christmas, just picture it like that's what I celebrate, but really anything. For me, because it's interesting, I keep preaching that summer's the goat and that summer is better than non-summer, and you still have school during December. Like school still exists during December. For half of December, you're still in school, which sucks. And a lot of that includes finals. Shields, thank you for the follow. A lot of that includes finals, right? The school, not only is there school in December, but the school in December sucks. It's the worst month of school because it's right before finals, or it's like right during finals. But I just don't think I could take July over the Christmas vibes. I don't think I could do it. December wins. I don't think I could do it. I think I actively enjoy it being December more than July, despite having school, because I'm just so incredibly invested in Christmas when it comes. Like it just has to be. I love Christmas that much. God, I'm so in on Christmas. Christmas is like my favorite thing in the entire world. I didn't spend $600 of Christmas decorations for no reason this year. I didn't. I did it for a reason. It's the GOAT. Had to be done. And again, that's close. 7-game series, that goes 7. Not only does that go 7, that's an overtime game in game 7. It's tough. Oh my God, Sav New, stop. You do not have to do that. You bet 2,000 on December. Oh gosh, you guys getting closer to 100K. But yeah, December, it has to be done. 75% of people chose July to win. Wow, that's crazy, y'all. That's crazy. No, I go December. I gotta do it. I gotta do it. It's goated, y'all. There's freaking Dasher and Dancer, Prancin' and Vixen, Connor, Comet and Cupid, and Donner and Blitzen. It's the GOAT. Do you guys think Michael likes Christmas? I don't know. You tell me. But yeah, that's gonna do it. I'm taking December, and it's the correct opinion, and anybody that doesn't think so is wrong.